All right, you guys, here, let's get started. This is basically the basics of kvCore, getting set up with kvCore. My name's Rory Pitts. I've been with EXP. As of this recording, January 2021, I've been with EXP for almost 3 years. Been with Team Ren, and as you can see, things are popping up here and they need to go away. We've done this before in a couple of different trainings, a couple different classes, and I've come to realize that it'd be good to get this out there on video. It's a good primer to get you started in getting into kvCore. And so what we're going to go over today is really basic stuff. And I thought the times that we've done the training for this, we've really never had a chance to get to the second half of the training because we've always been focused on this. So I'm going to create a video in order for you guys to do all these things behind the scenes. And so when we have the trainings that come up in the future, you'll already have the basic stuff in place. And so you can get moving even faster. So without ado, let's get started. First things first is you got to get kvCore. And if you're brand new to EXP, the way you do that is you go into EXP Enterprise, expenterprise.com. You go ahead and you sign in. And I'll show you guys right here where to sign in. So you should have already had this set up when you first joined EXP. And if you haven't, then jump into EXP World and talk to the tech team in there, but they should have already got you set up with this. All right, so you come to EXP Enterprise and you want to scroll down. If my scroll is going to work here, there we go. If you scroll down, you want to click on kvCore platform. And chances are you'll get a window that pops up that says, not that. We'll move this over here. We'll delete that. You'll get a window that pops up that says you need to sign up to kvCore. And so once you initially sign up with kvCore, it takes them about 5 to 7 days to get you dialed in. And you should get an email to let you know that it's all set up and ready to go. So if you've done that and you're all set up and ready to go and you got your login, that's where we're going to jump in here. So we'll jump in here. We'll log in. Chances are it's going to be your name at exprealty.com. That's going to be your username. And this is the dashboard. And once you get things rocking and rolling, this is where you're going to do, this is your business plan right here. Your daily schedule, your daily summary. Like right now, I can tell that this person is looking at all these properties hot and heavy. And that fire symbol right there, whew, I like that one. The fire symbol says that they're hot. They've been actively looking, and as you can see, they have been actively looking. So it's on me to reach out to this person. Now, the thing is, this is my client, so I already know this. But if it's somebody that it's a cold lead that you get from a social media or a Facebook ad or something like that, then you'll know, hey, I need to jump in here and talk to this person. Like these are clients of mine as well. They're looking, this person, oof. I've never met this person. I need to give them a call because they're interested in that property right there. So you can see how powerful the dashboard is once you get it set up. Now, the thing is kvCore can seem overwhelming. Don't let it get to you. You know, the old saying is, what's the best way to eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And that's what this video is going to be. It's going to set you up one piece at a time to get you moving on this. Now, the thing is, when I joined EXP back in 2018, they had some classes on kvCore. And kvCore, their learning portal, and we'll talk about that here in just a little bit, their learning portal had some classes too. But a lot of it was trial and error on my part. And over time, taking some of the classes, looking on YouTube, reading different websites, I was able to get the gist of this. And I honestly, in my 5+ years, I've never really been a CRM person until I came to EXP. And I've been using it religiously now, and it helps me with my day-to-day business. So, and the important thing to remember is that old saying, garbage in, garbage out. So the good input you put in is going to give you the good output. So like today, I know I've got a task, and we'll take a look at that here in a second. I got 7 calls I need to make. I'm not always good with this. I need to get better at this. But you see, the point is that once you get things set up, you've got a good idea of what you need to get done every single day. So a couple things I pointed out here. There is if you look right down here, there is the kvCore support online chat. And these people are really good. If you've got a question during the day, you just reach out to them, send them a message, and they're pretty good at responding during normal business hours. And I always say, reach out to them, look at the learning portal, look at those places before you reach out to somebody else, because most of the time you're going to find your answer here in the learning portal, or you're going to find it here in the support online chat. And then, of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, I should already have this one open. So let me open this up real quick. We'll go to eXp Workplace. Again, if you're not set up with eXp Workplace and you're new to eXp, jump into eXp World and say, hey, get me hooked up with Workplace. Workplace is a great area to get information. And one of my favorites is the kvCore discussion group. And if you jump in here, there's just a plethora of information. And so as you can see, there's plenty of resources here. It's taken forever, unfortunately, to get to where we need to get to. Come on. There we go, kvCore discussion group. And there's just so much good information in here. If you've got questions, you can kind of scroll through here. You can search the group with keywords. If you jump into files, you can see different things that people have uploaded. Some people have uploaded PowerPoint presentations. Other people have uploaded images, hashtags, just all these different ideas that you can use within kvCore. And so you can see there's plenty of information out there that you can research. There's the work group, there's the chat, there's the learning portal. It's just so much good information there. And then lastly, don't hesitate, reach out to me if you got a question. I'd say go to those 3 resources first, see if you can find the answer. And then if you can't, then go ahead and reach out to me. Because I mean, honestly, that's what I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna reach out to those resources. And then the very last resource would be jumping into eXp World and talking to the tech team. So if you can't find the answer in those 4 people, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to help you, because that's exactly what I would do. All right, so basic social media. The world is different. The world is ever changing. And even in 2021, you should still have some sort of presence on social media. So for the time being, yes, you should have a Facebook business page. You should have an Instagram account. You should have a Google My Business page and LinkedIn. So I'll just show you real quick. For our group, it says Tahoma Homes Northwest, but that's not us anymore. We're Luke and Rory. So this is our business page right here. And just posted a story about is the market possibly slowing down soon? You never know. But this is our business page. And then if you go to LinkedIn, or not LinkedIn, you want to go to Instagram. You want to have an Instagram presence. And with Instagram, something you want to think about is you want to do like an 80-20 mix. And what I mean by that is 80% of the posts that you have on here should be with you, your face. You are your brand. And that's something that we have not been doing that well with. We didn't do that well in 2020 with it. There's my mug right there. But as you can see, a lot of it was just houses and just sold and houses. And this is, we as a team need to do a better job. So I'm kind of outing myself right now. Here's some clients of ours. There's my family on a hike. But as a team, we've got to do better with this. And so when I say an 80-20 mix, 80% of your posts should have your face in there in some way or another. It doesn't matter if it's in front of a house. It doesn't matter if you're meeting with someone in the industry. It doesn't even matter if you're going for a hike. Just have your face in the post, and then let the other 20% be photos of houses and things like that. And that's something that our team definitely wants to work on in 2021. But that's a high recommendation. That's something I've been learning as social media has been evolving, especially in 2020 or 2021. You are the brand. Yeah, you're with EXP. Yes, EXP gives you all the tools. Yes, EXP is awesome. Yet at the end of the day, you are the brand, and you're the one that they're going to do business with. All right, and then Google My Business, which let me see, I think it's business.google.com. You want to have a presence on Google My Business. And this is something, again, that we need to do more of. We need to have more posts on here. This is how people are going to find you. And you know that either people start with Zillow or they start with Google. And real estate agents Puyallup, real estate agents Tacoma, real estate agents Olympia. That's, you know, if somebody doesn't know somebody who knows somebody who's an agent, that's how they're going to do it. And so you want to have a presence on social media, especially on Google with Google My Business. So you want to get that set up and get your name on there and have some kind of presence. And we do have some ads going, and we're getting some activity. I like this. So anyways, it's good, but we definitely know that we need to have a bigger presence on there than we do. And then finally, LinkedIn. We don't have a team LinkedIn, but we have individual LinkedIn. And I'll show you my LinkedIn real quick. This is something to think about with LinkedIn, is that you're not necessarily looking for buyers and sellers on LinkedIn. Sure, you're going to have some people on there that that might be interested, but think of it like you're working with other professionals. And if you're definitely connected with other agents, what better way to show how awesome EXP is and to show them the model and to bring them over to EXP with agent attraction than to post things about EXP. And so like this person right here, Gloria Elwell, she just reposted something from EXP Realty talking about the 113 agents that reach icon status. So bottom line is, with your social media, you should have a Facebook business page, you should have an Instagram, you should have Google My Business, and you should have LinkedIn. Those are the four that I think are the most important for you right now to have up and running. And you're going to see why when you attend one of the second classes, why it's going to be important to have these things in place, because you're going to be able to create things within kvCore that will you'll be able to start attracting clients to you. So, and then just one thing I want to keep in mind as we continue on here, I'll go ahead and close some of these social media feeds up here. One thing to keep in mind, when you came over to EXP, if someone told you that EXP gives you leads, they lied to you. And if they did, I apologize on behalf of the entire company. We all know, and we're all supposed to share, that EXP doesn't give you leads. That is a myth. What EXP does is things like this. Agents take some time out of their day to give back, and you have this collaboration. And so what EXP does is EXP gives us the tools and the knowledge to build these systems to generate the leads. So they're giving you the fishing pole, they're giving you the tackle, they're giving you the bait, they're giving you everything you need to do. You just got to go do it. And that's the beautiful thing with EXP, is they help you do these things so then you can take control of it, and then you can be the boss of your business. There are ways to get leads. There's your sphere of influence and referrals. In 2020, our business was fortunate. I think we had like 60, maybe 70% of our business was from our sphere of influence and referrals. That didn't happen overnight. And it's okay if it takes you a couple years before you get to that point. But you be consistent and just keep on working hard and keep on doing the day in and day out things that you need to do, and you'll get to that point. And for me, it wasn't until I hit that year 4, year 5, where all of a sudden I started having previous clients reach out to me wanting to sell and buy. And at the same token, I had clients that I had taken care of in the past who had decided that, or they had passed out our name to other people. And so those people reached out to us, and we were able to help them with their real estate needs. So it's a great thing to have those referrals, to have those, to have that sphere of influence. And it's all about relationships. It's building up those relationships with those people, keeping yourself top of mind Not to the point that you're annoying, but enough to know that, hey, I'm still here doing business. That's what's important. And there are some people out there that they like to hit their sphere of influence over the head every month, letting them know that, hey, I'm still here. Hey, I'm still here. But I think there's a way that you can do it that is an authentic way that people don't get burned out on it. Because right now in our industry, there's a lot of real estate agents. You can't throw a rock down the street without hitting a real estate agent. And everybody on social media, almost everybody on social media knows somebody who is a real estate agent. So it's just a matter of taking care of your clientele, taking care of your sphere of influence, because they're the ones that are going to be your bread and butter. They're the ones that are going to be your raving fans, and they're the ones that are going to help you get more referrals. Other things to consider, networking events right now. As this video is being created, we are still in the middle of a pandemic in most states, most municipalities. They have some kind of order in place where people can't get together. However, if you're watching this after the pandemic's over, you definitely want to jump into some networking events. And it doesn't have to be necessarily real estate industry events. It could be other things. Like for me, one thing that I've done the last few years is I've been involved with my college, my university alumni group. And, you know, just having a conversation, just talking to people, just living your life, it eventually comes up. What do you do for a living? And when you can share with them, I run a real estate business. And when you share that with them, you're going to start to become the person that everybody's going to know as, oh, that's the real estate agent in our group. And that's what I'm talking about with networking events. Yeah, go to some industry ones, because it's always good to see maybe who are lenders in the business, who are escrow people, title people, that kind of stuff. But I would say with networking events, don't make it just real estate. Expand your horizon out there. Whatever your hobbies are, whatever your interests are, get involved in those groups and just let it naturally come out that you're a real estate agent. Some people would say, shout it from the rooftops, let everybody know you're a real estate agent. Well, my philosophy is don't be that irritating person. Let it come up naturally in a conversation, because it will. It always does. Even when I meet with new people at a coffee shop, it always comes around to, what do you do for a living? I run a real estate business. So definitely have networking events on your calendar when the time allows us to do that again. Farming, door knocking, circle prospecting. I don't recommend those things right now. One, because you really can't. I mean, farming, here's the thing, farming costs money. And if you're a new agent in this business, don't spend money until you're making money. I can't say that enough. Don't spend money until you're making money. You've probably noticed as you've gotten into this business, there's been a lot of people that have reached out to you. Hey, I can promise you leads in your zip code. Hey, how would you like to have more leads? Hey, if I sent you more leads, could you take on more leads? There's shiny objects everywhere, especially when you're a brand new agent. They can smell blood in the water. The sharks are coming after you, trying to get your business. Don't spend money until you're making money. So don't spend any money on farming. Door knocking, that's really frowned upon right now at this time of pandemic. Circle prospecting, again, some people do these things, but I don't think they're the most beneficial for when you're first starting out. Except for the door knocking. If we weren't in a pandemic, I do know people that have been successful doing door knocking when they first started their real estate career. So that's something to keep in mind. Cold calling, where you get on the phone and you just start calling people. I've done that before. I've been down that road. That's not my personality. I look at it this way. I did it. I don't like it. I don't want to do it again. Again, some people, that's their thing. They can do cold calling. They're really good at it. And if you can, knock yourself out. It's definitely a way to generate leads. I'm not going to knock it. It's just, it's not for everybody. And then online, other ways to get leads is have a blog. And that's something that you could probably, I would say, if your social media had stages, stage one would be to set up those accounts we talked about earlier. Stage two would maybe be take a look at a blog, maybe start doing some vlogging, all that kind of stuff. But I'd stick with stage one. But you definitely can get some leads from blogging. I know an agent down in Salt Lake City. He created a blog. I can't remember. I think it was like the 20 best things about moving to Salt Lake City. And that blog alone, that article, generated a ton of business for him. And we've got a buddy who lives in Montana, and he's been vlogging. He's been putting videos on YouTube about moving to Montana, and he's crushing it right now. but those are level 2 things. Um, but at the same time, I don't want to knock you guys from doing that. But keep in mind that you need to attract business, you need to chase business, and you need to take care of your sphere. And I can tell you right now, attracting business is fun. Attracting business is making videos. Attracting business is letting your creative monster out. Attracting business is a lot of fun, and it takes up a lot of time. I know this. In 2015 and 2016, I spent a lot of time attracting business, and it was fun, but I felt like when I was actually doing business, I wasn't productive enough. And you got to find that balance. But keep in mind, attracting business can be fun because it allows you to be more creative with your marketing, more creative with how you're trying to get more business. But keep in mind, your sphere of influence is your bread and butter. And right now, as a newer agent, you got to chase business. And those are the two things that you should focus on and eventually get to the third, which is attracting business. Social media, we talked about that. And of course, the kvCore squeeze page. And we will, just let me look at my notes here real quick. I want to make sure that we do. Okay, so we're not going to talk about squeeze pages today. That's going to be in the next class, the next video. But just know that that's something that we're going to talk about is kvCore squeeze pages, which is another way to attract business. Okay, so let's get down to this right here. The first thing you want to do is make sure that your profile is set up. So go there underneath your email address, and you want to click on My Profile. And come over here and click on Edit. Sorry, it's taking a little longer than usual. So you want to click on Edit there. And this is where you're going to fill in all your data. So you put in your name. I'm a managing broker. You just put in real estate broker. Put in your MLS ID, your NARDS ID. So your I can't remember what the acronym's for, but well, here I don't want to leave you hanging. Let's ooh, can I put this over here? Sorry, I'm dealing with the Zoom thing. There we go. Let's do this real quick, just because I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Your NARDS ID. Oh, just search. Boom. Nope, your NARDS ID. Your NARDS ID. What is National Realtor? Oh, I feel horrible about this. I'm sorry, you guys. And, you know, sometimes we go off on a squirrel tangent here. Your NARDS ID. That's pretty much what it is. I don't need to find my NARDS ID. I know what my NARDS ID is. So basically, it's your I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know what the acronym is for, but this is your National Association of Realtor ID. You should have that when you first signed up to become a real estate agent. You either got that from TapCar or you got, more likely you got it from TapCar. And if you don't know what that number is, you can reach out to the National Association of Realtors or reach out to TapCar if you're local here in the Puget Sound area, and they should be able to help you with that. So with that being said, let's get rid of you, and we're going to get rid of you. There we go. Okay, so yeah, you put your MLS ID in there. That's important because that helps with pulling data from the Northwest MLS. Your NARDS ID is there. You're going to fill in the other information: your cell phone, your work phone, email address. I just keep it as the exprealty.com. Here's our website, lukeandrory.com. I used to have put the preferred lender on here. The problem with that is I've got 3 preferred lenders. And so whenever a new lead comes in, it autos to the lender, which on one hand, it's a good hire either. So I would recommend, hold on. I did not mute myself. Okay, we're good. I don't know why. Unmute your speaker or increase volume to hear other participants. No, we're not going to restart right now. Okay. Hopefully the video is still working here. Unmute your speaker or increase volume. Sorry, you guys. Did not expect this to happen. Everything is good. Okay. Here. All right, give me a second. I'm going to test everything again. It looks like I'm talking. It looks like everything's good, but I just want to make sure. Okay. Yep, I hear ringtone. Okay, everything's good, you guys. We're going to keep on rocking here. I get something's popping up here, but it's hopefully it'll go away real quick. Okay. So let me go ahead and do that. See if that helps. Okay, so let's keep on moving here. Thank you. Appreciate it. Go away. Okay. Great. Speaker. Okay. Okay. We're good. All right. So I don't know why that's popping up. Let's really hope that that goes away. I'm going to be really upset if we can't get this thing to go away. All right, let's keep on moving. And again, I apologize. I don't know why that's popping up. All right, so you want to get your Facebook in there, your Twitter in there if you've got Twitter, your LinkedIn, your YouTube channel if you eventually get that set up, your Instagram, and then there's my license number right there, my position, managing broker, and I speak English. And then there's a little bit about me. And then this is my email signature. And what we do is for our team, we just put everything into my kvCore. So that's why it has Luke's name and my name and our information on here. But that is the email signature that goes out. Make sure that you have this notice right here on all of your emails, not just kvCore, but have this on all of your emails. It's required by EXP, so make sure that that's on there. Title real estate management broker. I don't really put my credentials or my background or education or experience or anything like that. I definitely could put more. We've done more than the peanut butter food drive, but this is where you're going to fill in all the information about you. And then you want to make sure that you're set up with the eXp Realty Seattle office. That is important that it says Seattle. If it says anything else, if you are in the Seattle, Puget Sound area, and it says anything else, then you need to reach out to the tech team, either get on here at the chat and chat with them at kvCore, or you want to get into eXp World and talk to the tech team there and see about getting this changed. It needs to say eXp Realty in Seattle. Let's see what else we got here. Make sure your smart number is set up. So your smart number is going to be over here under lead engine, and it's going to be under call capture. And we'll talk more about this in the second session, not on this one today, but you just want to make sure this is set up. Your office number is right here. This office number is not one that you would technically call. This is a smart number. And the way it works, you can read here how it works, but the system knows that if you set up, here, I'll show you guys. This is a great example. Let's see if it'll let me do this. I'll show you this one right here. This is how it works, is the system knows that I've set up, if you type in Puyallup Homes, if you text Puyallup Homes to this smart number, it's going to send you this message right here. And this is really cool once you get listings, because what you can do is you can set up things like, for us, we have sign writers that say different superhero names. So for example, if you type in Iron Man to this smart number, if you're just a consumer and you type in Iron Man to the smart number, it's going to take you to this listing right here. And that also helps you generate leads too, because people are curious about a house. And we've probably had about 30 leads come in just off of this this number, this way of doing it. But the beautiful thing is that you could do this on social media. If you were to make a Facebook post and say, if you want to know the latest about homes in Puyallup, text Puyallup Homes to 206-800-7533. The system knows that you set up the custom code Puyallup Homes. So it knows to send those leads to your CRM. So that's how the phone number works. It's not one that you're going to set up as your office number or anything like that. And the other thing is this is the number that'll show up if you call through kvCore. And that's something that we'll show again in the second video or the second training, not in today's training. But this is how the smart number works. It's not your traditional phone number, but it's a business phone number that you can utilize. And then your personal code, mine is Rory P. So if somebody was to text Rory P to this phone number, I think it sends them a generic message about learning more about getting a house. But you want to make sure that your office number is set up here. They used to allow us to have, I think, 2, but they've since changed it. But nonetheless, make sure that this is within your market and it makes sense. I'm in the 253 and the 360, but 206 is just right up the road, so it's not out of the ordinary that somebody would be using a 206 number. Now, for some reason, I had a Wyoming office number. That doesn't make any sense, and I got to talk to the tech team and see what's going on with that. But make sure that your smart office number makes sense. And if your number is the same as mine, that's completely fine. Again, this is a smart number. The system knows that if you create something here, it's going to go into your CRM. Like I said, don't promote this number unless you're putting it on sign riders or telling people to text this number for more information. Don't use it as an office number. Don't tell people to call it. That's not gonna work. And then have a biosignature set up we talked about that just a minute ago. Make sure that your bio and your signature are set up so you're in compliance with the state requirements of making sure that you're letting people know, hey, don't wire funds, because there are people out there that will cause fraud and will take your money. And that's basically what that says down here. Never trust wiring instructions sent via email. Make sure that is in all of your emails. kvCore, Gmail, Outlook, whatever you use, make sure that important notice is in there. Okay, so website setup. Let's take a look at that real quick. What you want to do is we want to go to Web IDX. And we're going to go to Site Content. And the first thing we want to take a look at is service areas and SEO right here. And at the bottom of your website, it's going to show the areas you cover. So let me go ahead and type in our website here real quick. Well, ours is www.lukeandrory.com, but it actually takes you to my kvCore page, which is rorypitts.exprealty.com. And so you want to get your service areas set up in your SEO, your search engine optimization set up, because you want to be able to, you want to get those search engines to find what you're doing here. And at the bottom of your website, that's where all this is. So Belfair, Bremerton, Gig Harbor, Graham, Grapeview, Lacey, all those places I've set up right here. And I definitely would say have at least 10, if not more, because I think the more areas that you work in, that you have on your website, the better the search engine optimization is. And it's really simple to do. You can just come down and, or wait, not come down. Where do you go? Maybe it's just do 10, remove all. Oh, add right here. So let's say, for example, I do have my real estate license in Montana. Let's see if Kalispell. No. Come on. No, Kalispell. It's not going to let me. I think it's only set up in my current MLS, which actually I got to reach out to tech support because I do have my license in Montana. But let's say, for example, you just want to work in, let's just say, well, I don't have Bonnie Lake on here. So if I throw Bonnie Lake on there, now I've got Bonnie Lake. If I come over here to this page, it's not showing up yet. That's okay. Refresh it. And there's Bonnie Lake right there. So do a minimum of 10 places and then you want to type in their home, your tags or your keywords are homes for sale, condos for sale. Those are the keywords that I recommend you put in there. Your display text, like this one is the zip code, but the display text is Grapeview. So you might mix it up a little bit to grab some of those places that you do business in. So it's important to have those things set up and make sure you add those keywords. You can't add counties. You can just add cities, zip codes, and neighborhoods. So keep that in mind. Can't do counties. You can't set it up for Pierce or Mason or Thirst or anything like that. Okay, so your website settings, we want to go back to the web IDX, and we'll go ahead and click on that. And what we want to do is we want to go to edit settings right here. And there is that is your website right there. That's your website URL. So go to edit settings, and in here you want to choose your default photos or your own. Make sure you have permission or you own the photos if you're going to do anything with photos. And I'm trying to, there we go, right here. So your background images, you're going to change, if you want to change those, or you just go with what they've got. And I think we just stuck with what they had in here. I can't remember which one it was. It was one at the beginning. Yeah, it's this one right here. Add the website title, express where you work. So let's, we'll just kind of go down here. The template, we use the hero template. It just works for us. We don't have widgets in there yet. That's something new that they just rolled out. So we're going to take a look at that here soon. We've got the blue steel set up. We haven't uploaded our own images. We've played around with this, and I'd recommend play around with it too. You want to play around with it, save it, and then you want to go and refresh your page and see what that looks like. But we don't have it like that. We just have ours, as you can see. That's our photo. We just decided to keep it like this. Unfortunately, even though it's our team page, it's got my name on there. So, you know, it is what it is, but that's how we do it. We don't have a background YouTube video. So we really haven't started playing with any of the chat things or the widget things yet. So we're going to kind of just bypass that for now. If you want to take a look, here's all the settings that we have set up. This one, so you're like, no, 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 yes, no, yes, no, no, no. Those are the settings we have set up. General, we've got hide resources page. No, don't want to hide that. And what they're talking about there is there's resources right there. So you got contact us or other resources. I don't want to hide that, so I have that one set up. Hide the millions mapped. No, I don't have it hidden, but I don't think we have a way for people to get to it. So millions mapped is something that just hasn't worked for us, and so we don't have it. We don't really utilize it. So hide millions map, no. Hide WCAG, don't know what that is, yes. Hide office information, yes. And I think I hid that on here because I think it said Seattle. I think it had the Seattle address, and so I think that's why. Let me do this real quick. Let's just play around. So if I hit no and save, then let's go back to the website and let's refresh and see what it gives us. Yeah, that's exactly why. So see, it shows Elliott Avenue, Suite 200, Seattle, Washington. And that's not, you know, that's not our territory. That's not where we work. So I want to hide the office information and save it. And then there's a spot, we'll refresh this so we can see what it looks like. And there's a spot where we're out of the Tacoma office. If you're out of the Olympia office, you might use the Olympia address. Or if you're in a completely different office other than Seattle, even though it says EXP in Seattle, there is a spot where we can put that address, and that's a little further down. Hide the print flyer button, no. Use limited listing labels, no. Mandate phone, no. Force lead registration. For this one, the normal is to prompt required registration after one property view. And as we get into the second video, you'll see why this becomes important. It allows someone to take a look at a house, but then if they want to look at anything more on your website, they need to register. And at that point, they become a new lead, and that's a way to generate some leads. So that's a really good thing. All right, so our website title right here, express where you work. And so for us, Puget Sound Homes, Pierce County and surrounding areas. That's basically our website title right there. And if you take a look, I believe, not right now, I believe, where does it show that? There it is right there, Puget Sound Homes, Pierce County and surrounding areas. So if you want to change this to say something else, totally can. You can play with a lot of the features on here. If you're based out of Tacoma, you can add the additional address like I was saying, and let me find that real quick. I'm just gonna kind of skip a couple places. Ooh, I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that. We're gonna do that right now. Luke and Rory. Save it. Look at that, saving stuff on the fly. Additional addresses, where did it go? I mean, I just saw additional addresses there, but where did we, I know that we added the Tacoma one. Huh. Well, I would think it's this right here, additional addresses, but it doesn't show it here. So I'm a little confused as to why that's not showing there. I would recommend, I don't want to do it right now, but I'd recommend put in the Tacoma address here and then save it and then refresh it and see if that makes a change for you. My guess is that's where we put it in there. I'm not sure as to why it's not showing in there. Let's see what else we got in here. Trying to give you some different things. You can change a label name. So on the custom navigation, on the custom navigation here, you can change the search label. Sometimes these come default. So search, sell, finance, resources, agent info, we're hiring, hiring link. It takes people to my careers page. And then I've got some custom pages for navigation, select categories for navigation. These are like level 2 things. And it took a lot of trial and error to figure out how to do this. Basically, these two things right here are these two things right here. So you're given 2 extra navigation places to do things. For us, this one takes you to a YouTube video. So we have a YouTube video that we have set up. So if people want to learn more about EXP and the business plan, this is our About EXP Realty in 7 minutes. So it's a video that we have created that at the very end, I believe, this one doesn't. But this one just talks about the business in 7 minutes. And then I actually see that I need to change this. Anyways, and then the buyers and sellers, this one, the buying process. And if you want to take some time and look at this one, this is basically our buyer's presentation. It needs to be updated. We last did it back in, I think, May. And so things have changed. Our logo's changed. Our branding's changed. But the buying process, that's basically our buyer's presentation. Our exclusive marketing plan, this is our listing plan that we have set up for people. And again, it's not great because we've wanted to clean it up and make it better, but at least we have it here. So if people come to our website, they'll be able to take a look and see what our marketing plan is for listings. And so this is just kind of our the take charge approach to listing a house. And this is the different things that we'll do. Again, we want to turn this eventually into a video, but for now it's just kind of a placeholder. And then lastly, local market statistical data. Trying to think what that goes to. And that's current as of August 12th. So that's a little outdated. Guess that needs to be fixed as well. So my point is that you can have a lot of fun creating different things to, put different things here to generate some more interest from leads. And so like if you got a YouTube channel where you're killing it with videos, you probably want to highlight that up here. If you got other things that you want people to have access to, this would be a good area to have that set up as well. But like I said, that's going to be level 2 stuff. That's not something we're going to be working on here today. And then you want to mess around with the carousel settings. The carousel settings are these things right here. So if you take a look, I've got just listed, listings in Puyallup, and is that all I got? I guess that's all I got. Let me see. Oh, open houses. Well, there's no open houses right now. So while I've got you guys on here, let's make that change. Let's take open houses out of here, and let's go to just reduced. Let's save it. And let's go and refresh this, and let's find properties. It should pop up here of just reduced. There we go, just reduced properties right there. So if someone was interested in prices that have come, or properties that have come down in price, here you go. So they've reduced this one to a little over $1 million. But that's where you can change these carousel settings too. And just for example here, you can, like one of these things is area, and you could choose a different area. So if I wanted to change this to, let's change this to Port Orchard and save it. And then we'll come back up here and we'll hit refresh. And now the carousel will show properties in Port Orchard. So you see, it's pretty quick. You can make these changes and then refresh your website, and there you go. It's what you can do with this is a lot of fun. Let me see what else we got to talk about here. We went over the carousel settings. Use agent info for tagline, your email address and phone number instead of a tagline. So where do we got that? I believe we got it. Where's our tagline? Tagline, tagline, tagline. Well, where did we put that? There we, is that it? No, where's our tagline? Huh. Following my notes here, and I don't know where our tagline is. Okay. Well, sometimes the notes are just a little there. Maybe this is what I'm talking about here. Find homes for sale in Tacoma, Puyallup. Oh, got to change that. Boom, boom, boom. So see, I'm even learning. I'm learning I got to clean up some stuff even while we're doing this right now. So let's do, there we go. We'll save that. And let's take a look. Is there a spot on here that says that? It says Tahoma Homes Northwest. I don't see it on here. I was hoping I could show you guys. Maybe this is where we, when we refresh it. But it could be up here. No, I don't see it up there either. Not quite sure where it changed that, but it changed it nonetheless. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Show listings, especially pending. I've got that down here as well. I don't have, yes, right here. So type served. You want to do single family, condos, multifamily, commercial, and maybe you're not commercial. So like we're not commercial, so I'll save that. And where's that going to change it? It's going to change it right here. And we don't have any commercial set up here, but that's fine. We're not going to be showing any commercial properties. We're going to stick to single family, condos, multifamily, land, and pending. Coverage only, you want to change this to no. You don't want it to be coverage only. The reason I know that is we've had some mentees in the past who were getting their website set up and it wasn't showing anything, and come to find out there was one of these two was clicked to yes, and it caused a problem. So basically that's no for don't scrub areas and no for coverage only on those two things. So let's go through this one last time, and then we're going to take a look at campaigns real quick. So let's go through here, and you guys can see how we have things set up. Again, we haven't played with the widgets yet, so that will be something that that we'll play with here sometime in the near future. You can see some of the settings we have set up here. And then hide resources page, no. Hide millions map, no. Hide the WCAG, yes. Hide office information, yes. You got all these things that we've done here. There's our website title, so you can make that whatever you want, and you can see that shows up right here. Find homes for sale in Tacoma. So our homepage meta description is find homes for sale in Tacoma, Puyallup, or other Puget Sound area places. Ask unit, yes. And some of these I don't know what they mean. I just know that these are the settings that I was told a long time ago to have set up. Recruit text. I think this is automatically put in here, so I don't think that's something I did. Custom header. I think I put in this pixel code a long time ago, but I haven't done anything else with that. So if you don't have a pixel code, that's fine. Don't worry about it. But that's what we got set up there. Nothing to custom body, nothing to custom footer. Conversion code, we don't have, I don't know what that is, but it might have already been there. Facebook username for chat. So when you have your business page set up, you want to put your name in there, because the thing is when someone wants to, oh, that's not it. When someone wants to chat with you, let's see, where do they have this at? It might be on the, so let's say we look at, let's look at this property right here. And we view the details. And, oh, there's the chat right there. My bad. There's the chat right there at the bottom. So if you click on chat and look, it goes to Facebook Messenger. So make sure you have your business page set up and it'll go to Facebook Messenger and send a message to, they'll send a message to your Facebook Messenger. Additional addresses, we talked about that. I believe that's where you put your, if you're in the Tacoma office, you put Tacoma office there and save it. I'm not sure what this is, CCPA, but that's a contact number. That's contact email. So I think that might just be some requirements that you have to have in there. If you don't have those in there, put them in there. Hide Zillow testimonials. No, don't hide them. And the nice thing is you can connect to your Zillow account and you can use the screen name or you can use your email. But you'll see that your testimonials, if we go down to testimonials here, it actually, it brings in your Zillow reviews onto your testimonials page. And then the other beautiful thing is, and we'll show this another time, is you can actually, if people put testimonials in Facebook or they put them in Google, they put them in Yelp or somewhere else, you can copy and paste those and pull them into your website. And again, we'll show you how to do that on a different video. That would basically be in these settings here. And I think, yeah, testimonials, there's, yeah, we're not going to do it today, but there's a way to do it. And an inherit child testimonial, sure, that sounds good. Your search label, so you can have these say whatever you want to say, but these are kind of the ones we've kept them. Your hiring link, so yours will be your, whatever your username setup is, whatever your website is, it'll be .careers, and that's where you'd want to, that's where you'd want to send possible new agents to EXP. And then, yeah, we're not going to go over this today, but these are where you can customize some of those buttons. Hide the resources tab, no. Hide the finance tab, yes. We decided to do that. Whatever fits, whatever works for you. Hide where hiring link, no, don't want to hire that. The listing carousel, that's what we just talked about a little bit ago. Analytics, this is a Google Analytics thing. So if you've got that set up, then this is where you would put that number or that ID. Agents, hide your agent section form, no. Website custom tagline, we don't have that in there. Maybe this is what maybe this is what my notes was talking about. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's put in info at lukeandrory.com. Nope, how about .com? And then let's do 253 200 4824 and save that. And now let's take a look. Let's see what that looks like. Let me go back to the original page here. Maybe. And we'll see if this, there it is. So I actually changed out the, so see where this says Puget Sound Homes, Pierce County and surrounding areas, that stays up there, but now this changes to info at lukeandrory.com and our phone number. So that's what I was looking for earlier, your website custom tagline. So you put anything there you want, but that's what we've got in ours. Single family condos, multifamily land, pending, whatever else you want to put in there, that's up to you. But that's just what we have. Coverage only, no. Don't scrub areas, no. This one just has nothing. That's interesting. Default sort. So this is when people are looking at properties on your website. What is the default sort? How are they going to sort these out? and basically they're sorting up by popularity. So that's the default setting. You could change it to something else if you wanted to, but we've got our set to popularity. We've got the grid set up. So this is the grid design. If you take a look at it, you can do other designs if you want to. There's list, there's map, but we find grid is the best looking one. And then popular options, just leave it like it is. So all in all, this is how you would start getting your website set up. You play with those settings in there, and then you can start promoting your website. And that's where you would want to send people to eventually generate leads. Now, the cool thing is once you get this website set up, then you got to get a campaign set up. So let's jump back over to your campaigns, and we want to go to lead engine here. And in here, I apologize, marketing autopilot. I always get those two mixed up. So you want to go to marketing autopilot. You want to go to your campaigns. So start a campaign, and it doesn't matter. Even if you're going to go edit a campaign, you click on that button that says start a campaign. And you go in there, and the thing is it's going to show you the campaigns that you have in your library. And it's taking its sweet time to load in here, but it's going to load in here in just a moment. So these are all the campaigns that we've tried, we've used, we've worked through, we've done different things, and my recommendation to you is, as a new agent, don't try and reinvent the wheel. So I would go into system campaigns. I would find the campaign. Let's do this. Let's show all the campaigns they got here. And I would set up a default new buyer lead and add to my library. Now, I've done that before. I got to a point where I was so frustrated with everything that I said, that's it. I am just doing the default one. So the default one, I don't see the default one. We used to have the default one in place. We no longer use the default one, but default new buyer, there it is right there. So I would recommend just turn that on. And the reason you're going to want to turn that on is when you get new leads that come into your CRM, the system's going to automatically do its thing. And I'll show you what it does here. Now, these are all people, let me clear the filters. Those are people that I'm actively working with. But like this person, Debbie Marchand, the Master Penguin, whoever this person is, these are all new leads. And so when a new lead comes into your kvCore, this is the key. If you start up with that default campaign, you're going to want to, this is what's going to happen. And this is the beauty behind this. Let's go with page 2. And here's the default new buyer lead. I'm going to show you here what is involved in that. And again, we're not going to go into making one today. I just want you to see how it works. So when you turn this thing on, which I've got mine turned off, but you turn this on, immediately the system is going to send you a text that you got a new lead. And immediately you're going to get, the system's going to tell you need to call and leave a voicemail. Now, the cool thing is you can actually do that through kvCore, but we're not going to go through that today. I just want to give you an overview here. Day one, first email gets sent out to the buyer. So here's an email that automatically goes out to this person. Thanks for checking out, your site. Are you looking to buy soon or just browsing at this point? Regards, and then it's got all your information in there. So it's a very generic campaign, but it's a campaign to get you started. So at least these leads don't fall through the cracks. Now, my own thing is that once a lead responds to you, reaches out to you, actually sends you an email back, actually calls you back, actually texts you back, at that point, I change them from new lead, and I'll show you here. I will actually, so let's say I get in touch with Debbie, and we get in touch by email because I don't have her phone number. But let's say I get in touch with her and I write a note in there, say, talk to Debbie. We're going to get together for coffee next week to talk about her buying a house. Then at that point, I would jump in here and I would change it to a prospect. Once you change somebody, once you change their status, it takes them out of that campaign. So if you have a prospect campaign, then it takes them out of the new lead campaign and puts them into the prospect campaign. Now for us, we don't have a prospect campaign. We just have a new lead and a home closing campaign. Those are the two campaigns we have right now. And the home closing one is more for us to remember to follow up with our clients after they've closed on a house. But right now we use a different new buyer lead campaign. It's something that a couple of friends of mine in the past had set up. And so I kind of just took it as my own, and it's an 18 touch campaign. Basically, it really gets in front of them the first 30 days. And then after that, it kind of just wanes off. But as a new agent, stick to the system campaign for the new buyers, the new buyer leads. I think that'll do you well, because at least you'll be able to, it'll seem like you're getting back in touch with these people if you're busy. And that's a good thing to have set up. So get that set up and flag it to active. Make it go live right away, especially if you've got your website set up and you're going to send people to your website. You're going to want to start collecting that information from people. So, all right, you guys, that's it for now. That basically is the first training, the first part of the two-part training that I've realized was getting too big trying to do it all at once. So I hope this was beneficial for you. By all means, watch it again and again and again and again and again. And if you have any questions, you got the 4 resources to take a look at. You've got the online chat, the learning portal, you've got the workplace group, you've got EXP tech support. If you can't find the answer after that, then by all means, reach out to me, rory.pitts@exprealty.com. Reach out to me and we'll see if we can find the answer together. But this should get you up and running. This should at least get your feet wet and get you going in the right direction. And hopefully, we'll get the next video created soon. And right now, this is what we're going to be teaching in the class that people will be attending here the next couple of weeks. And that's the lead generation part of it. That's the creating the squeeze pages and setting up multiple property squeeze pages and single property squeeze pages and market reports and your call capture and all that different stuff. So again, I hope you guys got some benefit out of this. Please let me know, send me a message, reach out to me in Workplace, and yeah, hope to see you guys again soon on our next training. Have a great day.